Welcome back to Cooking with Jay. Today we're going to be baking some pancakes, only on some untraditional hardware. Now I know this is everyone's favorite series, so we're going to be making some pancakes. And I'm going to be eating these pancakes and we're going to be cooking it on a CPU. Does it sound like clickbait? Yes. But am I actually going to do it? Yes, I hope so. At least I hope this is edible at least. So, I've got some parts over here. Let's just kind of go over what we got for the testing setup. This is supplies for the baking process, by the way. I should probably put this somewhere that's not going to ruin, make sure that wasn't the camera power. So, for the graphics card, I might switch this out. This is 1080. Nothing really special. I'm not cooking on that though. We're cooking on CPU. Want to see how possible it is to really cook on one. So, we've got a couple options. So first off, I've got an Xeon, I think this is V2 1240 something. It's an 80 watt TDP processor. I'm a little concerned about the TDP being a little too high, and the what we're going to be cooking on is going to not be able to catch up. So I've actually got a i5, I think this is a 3450K something. So it's a much lower end CPU, or a little bit lower end CPU with less cores, less threads, all that stuff. Well, less threads, but we're going to test on that as well, just so in case something happens, we can kind of switch those out. The rest of the setup is pretty standard, just a regular power supply, 8 gigabytes of RAM, decent motherboard, things like that. Now let's talk about how we're going to be baking, because that's a big question. So, moving everything aside, we've got a couple different bits of baking materials. So we've got some classics. We've got some cake mix, or not, pancake mix. We've got ourselves some cupcake, I guess, cupcake bits. So what really, or cupcake, I guess, shells is what they call them. I don't know. This is not a baking channel, guys. I'm gonna get roasted. So we've got these aluminum, I would say not really aluminum, but metal little cups. So last time when we cooked an egg on a CPU, really what happened was it didn't cook all the way because I didn't leave it on long enough. I left it for like 3 minutes. So what we're gonna try doing is going for the much longer approach by running a really hot benchmark while using these. So this is basically just metal. We're going to put thermal paste on this side, smack it on the CPU, make sure it's fully pressed down, and then we are going to go through and pour our cake mix in here. And I'm going to also pour a very small amount because last time we put some egg in there and the egg was pretty lumpy and the whole egg just kind of went in there and that didn't cook at all. So we're going to start with a very small little pancake. Here, let's make ourselves some pancake. So the question is, what do we need to make our cake batter, or I guess our pancake batter? First off, an AMD Ryzen 7 processor. Enough RAM for Chrome. And we stir this all together and we get ourselves pancake batter, or at least PC pancake batter. So for the sake of today's video, I have a toothpick over here. I have some water. I'm not a baking channel, so therefore we're using the cheap stuff and using pancake mix. I apologize. So we've just got the regular cup, nice and thin. We've also got a really nice smooth, I'm going to try not to mess that up as well. So let's start off with what we want to do. First off, I'm going to put a little butter or Pam in there. This is just so that obviously I'm not going to end up with stuck pancake. I'm doing it away from my computer parts. So now that we've got a little bit of butter on the bottom, which has actually kind of cooled it down a little bit, I'm also going to now make a little bit of pancake mix in the other one. So hopefully, actually I should probably take one of the plastic ones. And that's what I should do with the plastic ones. So I'm trying not to waste actual food because this is obviously food, so I don't like wasting food. But we're just going to pour a little bit in there, pour a little bit into there, pour a little water in there, mix it all together, and then pour it into our cup. And then we're going to put it on the CPU and fire the system up, run like a super hot CPU benchmark. So as you can see, we've got ourselves a little bit of cake mix on the bottom. So now let's also pour a little bit of water in there. And this is going to go right through actually. Yeah, it's going to go right through. Okay, time to switch to a much better alternative. Well, that didn't work. Let's try this again now. Let's pour some water in there. So let's see if I can get this mix actually in the cup that it's supposed to be in. Okay, I think that's about as much pancake mix as we're going to get. I'll now spread it out a little bit thinner so we're not ending up with, uneven cooked pancake. I'm really interested to see if this actually even works. Also, disclaimer, don't put the thermal paste in your mouth. Just be aware of that. So we've got our little pancake, which surprisingly is actually a pancake. Not bad there. I probably should actually get to putting this on before it it's too hot. So let's try it with the, actually let's put the other processor in because I don't want to tear up this nice one that I have. So I'm just going to put this over here, put in this actual new processor, clean this off real quick, and we'll be right back when I'm done and all set up, ready to put this on. Thermal paste application time, guys. You thought the verge was bad, you get ready for this sucker because we've got to apply it all over the CPU without the heat spreader, or without a heat spreader pressing it down. So I've actually got to do a pretty liberal amount of thermal paste to get what we're looking for here. But for the most part, I'm just going to do like a little pattern here. And I'm also going to do it this way, so that way we have, I know, this is literally the verge. This goes against everything. But you got to keep in mind what we're cooking with here as we're trying to spread this out. So we're going to use this toothpick now to press down and actually push that air bubble out. But we do need that liberal application. So let's just place this down now. And use the toothpick to kind of press it down and squeeze in between. So that way we end up with what we're looking for. And then what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put something on top. I'm going to put like a little box on here. So that way it just keeps it with a little bit of weight inside. So that way it just keeps it pressed. So that way it should spread out a little bit better. This should, when placed on top, put enough pressure on it to keep centered over the CPU. So there we go. We should be all good. The Verge CPU application is probably a success. That I would clearly say is one of the most redneck things that I've done, but at least the cardboard should keep things insulated. So that way we get as much heat, I guess, coming out of that as possible. So now let's hook it up. Let's get cooking. Dude, my bet is this shuts off before it even gets anywhere, but we've got to do this just for the memes. We should be good now to officially start the sucker up. I'll be lucky if it even gets to posting, so we'll see. Be lucky. Oh! Yo, guys. I don't know how you guys can see this, but we've at least, I don't know how long we've got, but it's posting. We're all good when this, because I think it's F2. Continue, F2 to continue. Okay, this motherboard is whack, but this is the one that I was able to somewhat fix, so. Uh-oh, I think, no. We're still, we get into Windows, we've made it a little bit farther than I expected. I mean, it's probably just going to crash. Like, I'm probably going to turn on OCCT and it's going to be cooking. But on the bright side, we should have somewhat hot temperatures. I don't know what the temperature that Pancakes, well, water evaporates, obviously, probably around something. I was going to say, it sounds like something sizzling. Let's see, CPU is at 33%. We've got the i5. Probably should check downloads real quick. This thing is going to shut off like a brick. I am guaranteeing it. Okay, let's see what temperature. We're going to be looking at like 80 already. I'm betting 80. Solid, if we even get into OCT. But it's probably already thermal throttling. What are we looking at? Oh yeah, we're at 95C, guys. 95C. 80? I think it's already thermal throttling. I think it's actually able to keep cool though. I don't know if the temperatures, if it's stabilized, if we leave it here, it should be at cooking temperature and we should be good. I think it is thermal throttling, but I think we've also got a good solid cooking temperature of 85 degrees. So we should be good to let this be for a bit. And it should, in theory, cook up. And as you can see, we're not even pulling the actual full power of the CPU. We're at 16 watts. I believe this is a 40 or 65 watt CPU. It's really heavily thermal throttling. Like it's throttling so bad. But on the bright side, we do have a cooking temperature. So let's just give this a bit and see how long it takes to cook ourselves some pancakes. You know, on the list of stupid ideas, this has got to be up there pretty high. But it's cooking, so we'll see how long. Give it maybe like 5 minutes and we'll see. So just a quick look. There's the temperatures. We're actually kind of settled at 81 degrees Celsius. And I think like, this is probably like 10% load. Let me grab this. Let's see, what is the load at? Well, we're at 9% load right now, and we're hovering at 82%. That's pretty nice. Let's take a look over here at this lovely machine. So in case anyone wants to call BS, fake video, in case anyone wants to ask, there is literally the cupcake or not the cupcake, the cooking mechanism down there, guys. I cannot BS this anymore. Like, this is why go through all this work to not do that. So yeah, so there's the graphics card, there's my drive. That's actually a pretty nice drive. I'm happy with that. It only gets a little hot, as you can see. I modified it a little bit, but that all goes to the monitor and all the cables. This is the power cable, by the way. As you see, I'm probably a fire hazard. Yeah, big fire hazard. But yeah, so there you go. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at this pancakes real quick. Oh my goodness, guys! I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually doing something. Like, it's actually turning and rising. So we're actually making pancakes. I'll put that back on there. Okay, guys, so it's been about, I don't know, 15, 30 minutes. Obviously it's taking a little bit longer, but it actually looks ready. So I'm going to, it's not really golden brown, you're not really going to get that, but we did a lot of water evaporating. So I'm going to go through and turn this off real quick, because surprisingly, this actually ended up doing a better job than I thought it would. So turn this off real quick, shut down, and yeah, finish up, and then we'll actually have the taste test of eating a pancake that was cooked on a CPU. I think that's pretty cool. So another reason why I did just like regular cake batter, or not really cake batter, pancake batter, is so that way, in case when I went to go actually eat it, I wasn't too afraid about the raw eggs. But if you actually take a look at this, which, by the way, that thermal paste did not do the best spreading. Wow. Actually, look at it. We got a little pancake in there. Let me actually see if I can get this out real quick. Oh, wow. Look at this, guys. This is actually... Psst. Look at this, guys. We have a pancake that was cooked on a CPU. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to move this to get a paper one real quick. Paper cup. And put our food in there. Yeah, that's actually impressive, guys. Yo, check this out. Surprisingly, this doesn't even look that bad. Like, this actually looks edible. Don't drop it and stuff, but yeah, that looks actually surprisingly good. It's pretty thin and actually... So, welcome to the food review, guys. We've got a pancake. Oh, well, don't drop that. Pancake that was cooked on a CPU. Oh, my hands are clean. Here we go. Here's the taste test. Surprisingly, this doesn't feel like really undercooked, which I'm hoping doesn't mean that I die because of this video. If I do, I mean, it's a good way to go out. Let's try this now, shall we? It's definitely a little doughy. Like, the center is surprisingly, like, really, like, probably almost like burnt, I would say. It's almost like a pancake chip. I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely a little doughy. That's what it tastes like. But it does taste like a pancake. No issues there. And I ate it all, so. I think that was really about how much I was going to be able to get out of that, though. But thank you guys very much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. This is going to be a lot of mess to clean up, but hope you guys enjoyed me cooking a pancake and actually eating it. Not that bad, actually. But, yeah, I need to find some water now. Actually. There we go. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you guys want to see more of these videos, please comment down below what you want me to see me cook next time in Jay's, I guess, kitchen. Thank you guys very much for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Give a thumbs up, share with your friends, all that crap. And have a wonderful day. Bye.